Hello everyone, this is the Judith TV show. I am Judith. Friends, I want to react to certain things that are trending now, still on this Edochie and May Edochie matter. The way some people are just reacting. I did a video on the one that, our legal team issued a cease and desist letter. So it's not all about that. The two men actually, that they issued a cease and desist letter and then asked him to apologize and to withdraw the things he has said. But I don't think the man has done that up until now. So our fingers are crossed to see what's going to be their next action. But I have two or three things, to react to in this video. First of all, there's a lady, two ladies, as a matter of fact, that was, is he arguing now or something, that one called Judy Austin a side chick. The other said she is not a side chick, she's a married woman, she's married to you. I like to say to the person that is saying that she is married to you, the facts that they presented out there, doubts that. First of all, there was a time Sir Pete Edochie told Judy, because she put on her Instagram page, Judy Austin Yule Edochie. So Pete Edochie asked her to put down that Edochie name, that she's not an Edochie. He did not recognize her as an Edochie. Judy Austin did that. In fact, she even did a video and now said that her page is Judy Austin Mogalo. I remember that vividly. Secondly, you that is supposedly either married or whatever, that's having something to do with Judy Austin, said this year that they are not married, that they are skid makers. And if you observe very well, because Gist Lover was the one that wanted to expose this Yule and Judy Austin relationship, and then the fact that they had a child, to welcome the child together and all that. That was in 2021 when the Judy Austin gave birth to Stadike. Before you now decided to brave, the thing, and now said it is time to introduce to the whole world my sons, that by my second wife, Judy Austin. Aside that time that you said by my second wife, Yul has never called Judy Austin his wife. Has anybody observed that? All he calls him is Ijele. He can say Ijele, His Excellency, Ijele, something, but Ijele. That's what he has never said his wife. Aside that time, that he called her his second wife. So in between the line, this lady that is saying that she's a side chick, and the other one saying that is married. Well, going by these two things from Pete Edochie and from you, honestly, I don't know. I leave it to you guys to to now say whether she's actually married to you or not. Then there's this particular lady, that is now well known. She has always been trolling May, the lady that is based, I think, in Canada. First of all, she said that there was a time she said that May gave her a rapper and so on and so forth. But the recent one, she said that she was telling May Edochie to caution her lawyers. And then she said that May is a computer engineer. What is she doing in the entertainment industry? That she should just go and face her profession, something like that. And then I think she has of the opinion that May should go back to you. So I just want to address that before I now address that of, the main man, you. To that woman, honestly, I don't know why, what is her pains against me, Edochie, because from the look of things, you just know that this woman, because everything she's saying is not adding up. It's just not adding up. To her, it might be honest, but honestly, when you listen to her, I do listen to her, I watch her videos, but what she's saying does not add up. First of all, she said that May is a computer engineer. What's she doing in the entertainment world? Madam, from what the story you told, there was a video of yours that I watched where she was saying that somebody invited her to a party, somebody's 50th birthday party. She was reluctant about accepting the invite. But somewhere along the line, the person convinced her and she decided now to go. But while she was getting ready to go, she kept on getting the prompting that she should pack her office bag or something, and eventually she obeyed and did that. And while she was driving, going to the place of the party, she now got a call from the office and they asked her where she was, and she told them and they said she should come to the office and all that. So that gave the impression that, she's a uniform person. Because if you have to pack your bag, if you're going to the office and it's just a normal office, you don't need to pack the bag or anything. So Packing the bag might mean either you're a lawyer or a nurse or a uniform person or whatever, so you have to put a stethoscope or whatever, just to pack that bag. So I now ask her, what are you now doing on the social media if you are such a person? There are so many people that are content creators in this social media, that are doctors, that are now content creators, that are bankers, lawyers, journalists, so many of them. So why would May's own be a problem? Meanwhile, May has always been an entrepreneur. If you recall, when this thing started, you made a post to her and then was now saying to her, recognizing her as my number one CEO extraordinary DKK investment. It has always been May that has been running that. So she has always been an entrepreneur, right? It's just that people started giving her endorsements. So she should now say no, because I'm an engineer, I will not do that. Who does that? Who just does that? And then she now ended up saying that, initially she said that Everybody Loves Jennifer by Funke Akindele, that Funke gave every person, one invite, but he gave me two. So I begin to wonder, what's the problem again with Funke? Is she the one that told Funke, you must give me two, when she gave others one? Meanwhile, she was now telling Funke, okay, when they went there, that Funke had a meet and greet with every other person that he didn't have with May. By the way, she calls me Mary. I don't know which kind of a pain that this woman has about against me. In any case, she now said that Funke, apparently what she's trying to convey is that, Funke did not recognize May as, people were expecting, or some or May Nation were expecting and all that. And then she was now trolling May, and then she's now ended up saying that Funke should ask May to come and influence for her in Conakry and two other provinces in Canada, where she's going to premiere the movie. Madam, as what are you now telling, what is it, Funke? As what are you now telling Funke what to do? When she was writing the movie, Everybody Loves Jennifer, were you the one that wrote it for her? When she did the Lion of Tribe of Judah, were you the one that did it for her? When she did the Ghetto also, were you the one that did it for her? So how come you just came up and you are now telling, you are not the one that was telling her to put Mary, let Mary come under? How? Do you know that Funke is a law graduate? That Funke Akindele you are looking at, she is a law graduate, but she see her in the entertainment world. So you see why I said that what you're saying is not adding up. You keep on, the woman keeps on, contradicting herself. And now and by the way, she said the invitation card that Funke gave to me, she also faulted that. That, okay, you say you don't want to be numbered as a wife, and yet Funke, whose marriage is not also not stable, gave you an invite and you accepted. So you are trolling Funke. Now, the same Funke, you're now telling her to now use May. As how? As her PA, as what? I don't understand. And I think that, her basic, should I say pains now, is that, May should go back to you. May never left. It was you that left and went to stage with Judy Austin. But come to think of it, because I saw another video that was, presented by another content creator, where the person was alleging that Judy Austin and the woman, they are cousins. I wouldn't know if it is, or they are friends or whatever, but somehow they are related. Okay, she said they are cousins. Now, if they are cousins, to that woman, I'd like to ask a question. How are you now being fair to your cousin by telling a woman who said, okay, I don't want to be part of polygamy, so let me go, so that your cousin or your friend or your fave, whoever Judy Austin is to you, can now have you all to herself? And now you're asking this other woman to come back so that they can start sharing. So are you now fair to your fave? I don't know if I make sense now. This is somebody who is your cousin. And then, she's now getting on with whether they are married now or side chick, just like those two other women were arguing about them and all that. Now, you are now telling May, who didn't leave her anyway, to now come back to to you. So if she now comes back, that means she'll have to start sharing you with Judy Austin. Okay, and the terms that comes with polygamy and other. Look at Ned Nwokos on what is going on there with all the money that this man has. So the fact is that this lady that is now your cousin, you should have even been happy that this one decided to walk away, so she can now have you all to herself. But no. Meanwhile, this woman that is trolling May, I have never heard her troll Judy Austin for being so unfaithful to her own husband. Mr. Emmanuel Obasi gave everything he had as at that time to send his wife to school. It was in the process of her being in school because she said she doesn't want to learn a skill according to Mr. Obasi. And then he now sent her to school. It was in that process of going to school and all that she now met you and they started having a relationship. Madam, you're not talking about that. You're not asking Judy Austin go back to her husband. Since she lost polygamy, she can go back and take her rightful position, which is the first wife to the man, so that the wife of the man cannot be a second wife, and then they will continue the polygamy from there. That's just it. But no, 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 nobody is talking about that. Guys, can I shock you people? I think this woman is trying to change the narrative. What do I mean by that? Recently, Grandma Kitty Juice said that Judy Austin has a health challenge and says she's taking ARV drugs, right? And then somebody allegedly also, now is it the same Kitty Juice also, now allegedly said that one of the sons, I think the last son, also has a health issues, allegedly. Now, if that be the case, all these things that this woman is saying that doesn't make sense, is just to change the narrative. Look, these people have studied the May Nation people or the May fans or whatever, so they know when to throw a jab, that will, divert their attention. And I think that is just what the woman has succeeded in doing, because nobody is now talking about that other one. Nobody is talking about it anymore. So it is now May. Oh, that May went and did. She's now a computer engineer. What is she doing in social media? So you begin to wonder, what has that? What's the meaning of what has that got to do? You yourself that is doing it, did you read content creation in the university, or you have a master's degree in that, or probably a PhD in that? So that's why I say she's just trying to change the narrative. That's the way I see this whole thing, because this dragon that she gave me a rapper and all that, none of them makes sense. It's just to change the narrative from what people should have been dragging Judy Austin, to be monitoring her or whatever, So it's just shifting attention. But to her greatest surprise, people are doing underground work. By the time they come up with the true stories and receipts and everything, she will be shocked to her bones. There's no question of changing the narrative, right? And then again, she now made mention of the fact that May should tell her lawyers, call her lawyers to order or something. I wouldn't know what her lawyers did. Maybe because they give they issued a cease and desist letter to those two men that was defaming May. Maybe just that. And then you now begin to wonder. There's a difference, as I said in that video, between defamation and sharing your opinion or your own school of thought. Like she is saying that May is a computer engineer, what she's doing in content, that's just that's an opinion, okay? That's not a defamation. But when you come and say that somebody is a lesbian, and when you come and say that somebody has so and so and so sickness without evidence, at least the woman that Grandma Kuti Juice that talked about Judy Austin, that she said we should start pray for Judy Austin, okay, that all is not well. She presented some evidence. Even when there was an allegation that Judy Austin's sister, now started trolling her and all that, she was like, okay, you want me to bring out evidence? Do you want me to bring out evidence? And nobody now coughed. So, but this other man, if you're now saying there's something like that, I expected by now, for evidence to start flying up and down. But because there is none, because the woman is not. So that's a different thing altogether. That's defamation. And here is a woman that is telling me to tell her lawyers, to call her lawyers to order. But you that is her husband, okay, is watching you people defaming May. At least for now, the divorce case has not pulled through. And you is not defending his wife. So how fair? That's why I said what this woman is saying is not adding up. If you are just, sharing your opinion about the whole brouhaha, between you and May and Judy Austin and all that, when it is this person's turn, the person did something right or something wrong, you should be able to say it the way it is. Now you is there and they're defaming his wife. I recall when somebody threatened Danielle that he's going to buy Danielle, and I think it was Sarah Martins that they accused that time. You didn't cough. You didn't cough until Sarah Martins now came out and said, I started crying and said, no, that is not true. She's not planning anything, and so on and so forth. So how do you now begin to defend that? I leave that to come to you that made a recent post that women respect your husbands, and then he will give you a whole word and all that, and then people started linking it to the fact that he's indirectly saying that May wasn't respecting him, that was why. So I like to ask a question. So it is now Judy Austin that left a man that he didn't respect, that spent everything he had to send her to school, that you're holding on to, that is now respecting a man. That is the one that is respectful. It is the same, excuse me, it is the same Judy Austin who held back the two children he had for the man, a 16-year-old and a 14-year-old, that is now respectful. So you see what I'm saying about changing the narrative. Even you probably is also doing all this just to change the narrative, because nobody is talking about what KTG has talked about the health challenge of Judy Austin. Nobody is talking about that. Everybody is now, oh, you are saying, women, if you don't respect your husbands, he will give you, I mean, if you respect your husbands, he will give you a whole world and other. People are attacking him on that. And then they are forgetting about this other matter. And I think that is just the aim. Because by now, you has tried as much as possible to understand how this social media and the commenters, the way they flow. So he knows when to throw a jab and they will go that way. He will just stand on his own. That's exactly what I think that they are doing. Because how do you begin to explain that you will come and say respect your wife? The wife you're saying that respect, you are the one that is begging. The one of the posts he made that time was that I did 99 good things. Is it only this one thing that I did that you are now trying to now throw me away? Which is more like a self gratification, not even like an apology. Is it only this one that I did that you're not throwing me away? It is not the intent to break our homes. Nobody's going to take your position. We can all live in peace, and so on and so forth. That is the same you. So if this woman is not respecting him according to how he said, by the time in fact, he would even be the one that will ask me to go. But now it is me that is saying that okay, she wants to go, and it's still a challenge. Somebody was saying, "Are you sure it's not the mansion?" So I say, "How can the mansion be a problem?" They say, sell the mansion and share the money." I say, "How would they sell the mansion and share the money?" So who is now to provide accommodation for the children of you by May? Is it May that is supposed to provide the accommodation for her children that she had with you? Of course, it is you. If the house is sold and is divided into two, and May is giving part of the money and you takes a part of that, means it's you and May that is providing for her children. But they have fathers. And that is why the other day, you now went to school to say he wants to go and visit Daniel. Daniel refused to see him because Barrister Meke Ugonyi told us one time that you not only was beating me, but that he has stopped paying the school fees of his children, the children he had with May. The man said that. The video is there on the social media. If you want to, you can Google it, you'll see it there. So the point I'm trying to make is that personally, I see this whole thing as trying to change the narrative so that people will no longer be talking about this other one. That's just the way I see it. And if you watch, this woman has not been talking against me, back to back. I know she has not been, a good fan of me, but she has not been talking about me, back to back, back to back. But recently, she has just been doing that. The other day, it was just like she gave me a wrapper and she got a 2 invite. From now it descended to caution your lawyers and so on and so forth. So you begin to see that this thing that is back to back is to change the narrative of what is out there so that people's attention will just be drafted and then subverted from that. Nobody is now talking about it. The health challenge that Kutiji is now brought up. What is the position of things? Is it true? Is it not true? And so on and so forth. Nobody is now talking about it. Nobody is talking about. So you see, they have succeeded. Even you that is saying respect and order, and people now started throwing jabs at it. It's just to distract attention because after May and AY's video, promoting the waiter, that movie, the waiter, they thought Mabel would be angry. They didn't know that Mabel is in the picture of what is going on. By the time they discovered that Mabel is, because if Mabel had come to say, "Oh, she's not in the picture," and started attacking me, oh, that would have been breaking news. But because they discovered that Mabel is in the picture and all that, they now decided, you now decided to put this one to divert attention. Because he knows that the moment he put that, there are people that sleep on his page. Anything he brings out there, they will just counter it. So the moment he brought out that, people now started commenting and then flowing in that direction, leaving off the main thing, which is the health challenge of Judy Austin that the QTGs talked about. I don't know if anybody sees this in the way I'm seeing it. But I like to say to Queen May in conclusion, we may. I don't know whether you see this video. I don't know whether anybody will tag this video to you. I don't know whether anybody will share this video to you and all that. But I am just saying this to you. You have seen 99, so what is 100? You have seen 99, we may. So what is 100? And one thing I want you to take away from this video, if you don't understand any other thing I said here, or if any other thing I said here does not make meaning to you or make sense to you, one thing I want you to take away is that, look, May, when you are on top, you become a topic. You see, that time you were DKK, CEO, DKK investment, you were an entrepreneur running around, nobody knows you another. You were not a topic. Nobody knew you. Nobody knows anything. Yes, they know is married or something, but nobody knew. Nobody was talking about you. It's because you're on top. God has placed you on top. That's why you are now a topic. But the truth about the matter is that you see this silence approach that you adopted, that is the best. It's so golden. It's so golden, it's so valuable because nobody, they try to reason it this way, they try to reason it that way. So continue to maintain that silence. I recall that it was this same silence approach that you used when Sarah Martin started her own. All of a sudden, she came to her senses. The other lady, I don't know her name, that said, I'm done supporting Judy. It was the same way. That lady will come up and be talking, just like this other woman in Canada is talking. At the end of the day, she came down to her. So continue to use that silence approach. It's working wonders. It's golden and it's working wonders. Because which one will you respond to? The one you're responding to that is true or the one you're responding to that is not true? So that's why I said you have seen 99. So what is 100? And because you're already on the top, God has placed you on the top. That is why you are a topic. Don't be dismayed. You understand? The one that is backing you up is he that is in you is greater than he that is in the world. Okay? All you have to do, keep your hands clean. Keep your hands clean. That's all that God wants from you. Keep your hands clean, right? Because your righteousness will be like a shield. A shield that is protecting you from every arrow of these wagging tongues, of these scorching tongues, from these ones that knows the truth, but they decided to be subverting it. So, we may. That is what I have to say to you in this video. Okay? Keep up the good work. God is with you and he'll continue to be with you, right? In no distant time, things will start playing out. Because at the end of the day, you see all this buhaha, now you will go suffer at the end of the day. You see all this buhaha, now you will suffer at the end of the day. But let's keep our fingers crossed to see how it's going to play out. Guys, this is all I have to say in this video. As usual, the comment section is free and open. Please share your thoughts with me at the comment section. Let's have a conversation on that. Do you agree with me that these people are intentionally, changing the narrative so that that health challenge that Kitty Jews grandma talked about, will just die and naturally the people will no longer be talking about, because that's what is just playing out now. Nobody's now talking about it. Everybody is now like, okay, May up, May down, May up, May down, leaving the main. Wonder shall never end. Guys, please, like I said, I like to end this video here, but please like this video, and then as usual, let's talk at the comment section. Okay, let's have a conversation about what I just discussed at the comment section. Okay, see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys for always watching my videos. On that note, I like to say, take care of yourselves. Bye for now, everyone.